typical. Body overdoing it, that's so typical.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue shelling through the defense. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Ten yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The man in motion is Tate. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That's to the running back, Jaden Blue. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. DeMarvion overshown. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
That is caught. McMillan with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Let's go. 19.
Stroud. This is caught by McMillan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Blue trying the right side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Throwing now is Stroud. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Don't touch that. Don't touch.
They go play action with Hurts. Well, it's taken in. It's Xavier again. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
73! 73!
Throwing is Hurts. And he fires one incomplete. The Niners had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Barkley, inside handoff. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Set! Great, set!
Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
39-yard line.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now it's second and 10.
Here we go. 19.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. This now a 3rd and 4. Stroud working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go.
Toss play to the right to Blue. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
All right.
Now Stroud. He's got this complete to Burden. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He'll try to do this himself. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Oh, boy.
Now they send a man in motion right. Blue will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. And Xavier again, 73 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for two here.
Niners will line up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run again with Blue. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. In motion right is Tate. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Stroud to throw it. Caught on the slant. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They run for it. Here's Blue. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Algier now up the middle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So a little more space to operate now. First and 10 from right around the 12. Looking to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. Big strides, look at him go. He may go. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Great, set. 180, 180.
They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stroud sets up the play action. That'll be complete to Blue. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This short pass into the hands of the Joker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run. This is Blue. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jaden Blue with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
No touch that. And anyway, easy, 63, back. No touch.
They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Trimmer.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
That's caught left side, Burden. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Stroud going to battle forward on the touch pass. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, 49ers 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that Kansas defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Stroud. His throw incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He ran it last time. Now Stroud will throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jaden Blue with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. This is caught inside the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
And the 49ers
First
down.
180.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
22.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Second and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, 73. No touchdown. Call up Yeti. No touchdown.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Emeka Buka. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Great. Touch. No touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
No touchdown. Anyone else? Call up Yeti. No touchdown.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Yeti. No touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.